After EDWIN SIFUNA filled the TONONOKA stadium, now the ODM party has released a statement dismissing a report by the Standard Group alleging that the party ferried 6,000 delegates to Nairobi at a cost of 100 million shillings, calling the claims false, fake, baseless and misleading. This has come after SIFUNA filled that stadium with an organic crowd. The party says the report, published as a headline story, misrepresents both the scale and the structure of its National Delegates Conference held on Friday, March 27, 2026. According to ODM, the claims not only exaggerate the number of delegates but also question the integrity of its internal processes. In its official statement, the party points to its constitution, which clearly defines the number of accredited delegates for such a conference. That number, ODM says, is set at 3,000, and any figure beyond that, it insists, would be outside the law governing the party's operations. This, the party notes, raises serious questions about how the figure of 6,000 delegates was arrived at in the report. ODM describes the discrepancy as not just an error, but a sign of what it calls a reckless disregard of facts. The party further argues that such reporting risks misleading the public and also undermining trust in the democratic institutions. At the center of the dispute is the credibility of the information presented to Kenyans, and ODM maintains that its structures are well established across all 47 counties. It says its activities, including national conferences, are conducted strictly within constitutional guidelines, and funding such events, the party explains, comes from legitimate and transparent sources. This includes contributions from party members and allocations from the political party's fund as provided for under the Kenyan law. The party strongly rejects suggestions that funds were used to improperly or that delegates received uneven payments based on their regions. It describes these claims as part of the broader narrative aimed at portraying the party in a negative light. ODM says reducing a major national political event to what it calls a story of financial impropriety is both irresponsible and misleading. The party also raises concerns about what it sees as an emerging pattern in media coverage. It accuses the publication in question of increasingly leaning towards sensational headlines at the expense of factual reporting. ODM warns that such trends, if left unchecked, could erode public confidence in the media. At the same time, the party is urging its supporters and the general public to also focus on what it calls the real outcome of the conference. That outcome, it says, that was a significant moment in the party's history, and during the conference, ODM ratified Oburu Oginga as its new party leader. This follows the passing of its founding leader Raila Odinga, and the transition marks a new chapter for the party, one of the ODMs describes as both historic and unanimous. The conference also set the stage for the party's future political strategy, and delegates mandated the new leadership to begin the process of building coalitions ahead of the 2027 general election. And ODM emphasizes that coalition building is not a new concept in Kenyan politics. The party says it has a long history of working across political divides in pursuit of national stability. It also points to past engagements with various administrators and also administrations as evidence of its pragmatic approach. And ODM maintains that its decisions are guided by the broader goal of serving the Kenyan people. And in this context, the party also addressed ongoing political dynamics in the country. It acknowledged the possibility of engagements with William Ruto. However, ODM is clear that any such engagement could be based on mutual respect and shared national interests. The party stresses that it does not see itself as a subordinate in any political arrangement. Instead, it positions itself as an equal stakeholder with a strong national process. ODM highlights its wide support base, its established structures, and also its ideological focus on social justice and economic transformation. And this, it says, are the foundations it brings to any political partnership. The party is also calling on media houses to uphold professional standards. It urges journalists and editors to verify information before publication. ODM warns against what it describes as the spread of unsubstantiated claims. It says such reporting not only misleads the public but also damages the credibility of the media industry. The statement underscores the importance of responsible journalism in democratic society. It calls for accuracy, fairness, and accountability in reporting, and the ODM says these principles are essential for maintaining public trust. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the party insists it remains focused on its core mission, and the mission, it says, is to champion the aspirations of the Kenyan people. The statement concludes with a message of unity and determination. ODM describes itself as steadfast and prepared for the challenges ahead. The remarks were issued by Junet Mohammed, who serves as the minority leader in the National Assembly and the party's director of campaigns and elections. His message reflects a party seeking to defend its reputation while also setting its sights on the future. The future shaped by leadership transition, political strategy, and continued engagement in national affairs. And ODM says the facts matter, and in the battle for the public trust, accuracy remains the strongest foundation. That is all for today from Kenya Lens Media, and kindly if you are new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content as a way of motivating us and also helping this platform to grow. Also hit the notification bell and turn it on, and here you'll be getting the notifications each and every time we upload a new video. This is where you get news updates as they break.